Assalamualaikum, greetings, good afternoon. We are all from UiTM Segamat Johor. Today we are gonna interview Small Bonds Sedian Berhad. Before we start, we like to introduce ourselves first. My name is RIDHWAN HAZIQ bin HAZMAN, number matrix 2023148225. Before we start, can you introduce yourself first?
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Syahid. I'm the director of Small Ball Holdings Berhad. So basically, under our company, we have two brands. The first one is Zombie Cookies and Frukies. So for our product placement, we are currently placed at Watson Outlet nationwide, including Sabah Sarawak. And for our second brand, for Frukies, we are listed in IMAT 24, Maiden, Petronas Mesra, also nationwide as well.
Alright, thank you. Before we start to interview, I would like to introduce my team members.
My name is Muhammad Danish Alisha bin ASOHAIREY, matrix number 2023 300975.
My name is QAYYUM AMMAR bin AZHAM, matrix number 2023 365 067.
My name is Muhammad Azim FIRAS bin Muhammad RAZDHAN. My matrix number is 2023374629.
My name is Muhammad ADIB bin JAFNI. Matrix number 2023104045.
Alright, thank you, my team members. For the first question, I would like to ask about design of product. For strengths, first question is, what makes your cookie design or recipe stand out compared to others in the market?
Makes our cookies stand out is because we position ourselves based on the design of the packaging. That's the first one. And the second part is based on the recipe. So for the first part, which is the design, we make the design to be quite unique, which is we use the character of the zombie itself. So we make it somewhat like a cute design. So we are mainly targeting for kids, for cookies, for kids market, which is which prioritize on the cuteness and also the and convenience of the packaging, because for our product we use stand pouch packaging, which is very convenient for moms, in which they could give the cookies to their kids. And the second part is based on the flavor, which we characterize ourselves with red velvet cookies. So which we could see in the market right now. When we start in 2019, they are not very popular with the red velvet flavor. So we push ourselves to prioritize the red velvet, because there's no other red velvet cookies at the market when we started in 2019.
Alright, we move to second question.
So for the second question, what challenges do you face when trying to introduce new cookies design and or flavors?
Okay, as for the problems that we are facing is that because we are trying to introduce red velvet cookies, which is something which is somewhat a rare flavor that that normally people are not used to. So the problem is trying to educate the market with the new flavors, because you see, for red velvet flavor, they are only being produced when in the Raya festive season. So they are in 2019, when we first started, there are no red velvet cookies that are available throughout the years. So it is something that somewhat a challenge for us to introduce the flavor and trying to educate the market about the flavor. And then in terms of the design as well, when we trying to introduce a zombie cookies as a character, the zombie itself sometimes produce a challenge in which some category in our target market sees it as somewhat frightening, but then from the market survey ourselves we managed to educate them in terms of the design as well. So the outcome is that most of the target market sees it as a cute character instead of somewhat intimidating character. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So for the third question, are there any customers' trend or preferences that inspire you to create new types of cookies?
Okay, as for the trend, we see that there are a trend among our young adults, young kids, which has a very low protein intake. So that would stunt their growth. So we see this as a problem. We see this trend as a problem, which we are trying to solve by producing a cookies that has a source of protein and also has 0% trans fat. So basically, this cookies is suitable for kids that has low protein intakes, as well as adult that has low daily protein intake.
So this is the last question of design of the product. So have you faced any issue with competitors copying your cookie design or ideas? How do you handle that?
Okay, as for competitors trying to copy our brand, we try to solve this by increasing our brand presence, especially in terms of the online market. So we are aggressively trying to push for TikTok presence, in which majority of our target market has a presence in TikTok. So that's why we are trying to push our online presence on TikTok. And then the second part is which we are trying to improve the product offering. So we try to increase our product SKUs, in which we introduce our second flavor, which is the salted caramel. And in future, we are trying to also increase further our product offering by offering maybe double chocolate as a flavor for our next SKU.
For the quality management, what quality control steps do you take to make sure your cookies are always fresh and tasty?
Okay, as for quality control management, we currently have halal mesti, HACCP and also GMP standard. So the first one, halal, in which is a quality system by JAKIM. For mesti is a quality system by KKM, Kementerian Kesihatan. For HACCP is a hazard and critical control point analysis under KKM, and the final is GMP under good manufacturing practice, also under KKM. So among of the system that we implement under this quality control is JIT, which stands for just in time. It is something that we implement so that we do not have any excessive raw material as well as wastage for the daily production output. So for JIT for JIT is that we control the amount of raw being bought weekly, on a weekly basis. So the raw should be sufficient for the whole week production. Okay, thank you.
What is the hardest part about maintaining consistent quality in every batch?
Okay, the hardest part is ensuring that all of our production operator continue to comply with all the SOP. So what we do is that we have our own QA and QC department, quality assurance and quality control department. So for this department, they would monitor daily on the SOP compliance. So under this department as well, they will provide a training so that all of our operator would comply with the SOP, so that we could maintain the quality throughout the production process.
Are there any tools or system you plan to use to improve your quality checks in the future?
Okay, as for tools to improve our quality, in future we are trying to get another machine, which is a metal detector machine, so that every single unit of our production batch will have zero foreign metal residue in the product. So why this is important is because we want to ensure that all of our product that are being produced comply with the health standard, so that there will be no risk whatsoever to our end user.
Okay, so for the last question is, what risks or problems could affect the quality of your cookies, like ingredient shortage or staff errors?
Okay. As for problems that could affect the quality of the cookies, it might be because of the raw coming from our suppliers. So what we do is that once every single times that we receive the raw from the suppliers, we do a sensory test, which have 5 basic component in the sensory test, which is the visual, taste, sound, aftertaste, as well as the smell. So those 5 things are the things that we check every single time that we receive the raw from our supplier, so that the raw is not spoiled or damaged, that would eventually affect our end product, which is the cookies.
That's all from us. Thank you for spending your time with us. There is anything do you want to add?
Okay, thank you for having me for this interview, and be sure to get our product at Watson, and eventually I do hope you guys get an excellent result for this subject. Thank you.
All right, welcome. Thank you.